Travis Wayne Goodsell. So on New Rules with Bill Maher last night, he talked about how we shouldn't criticize and get mock those who are Trumpites when trying to get them, not call them stupid, in essence, so that we can pacify, flatter, deceive them when they come to their senses and are no longer stupid, so that they don't hear the "I told you so" for being stupid and following Trump. And in principle, that's good intentioned, but in reality, it ain't no thing. It don't work. In the Book of Mormon, in Moroni, chapter 9, we're at the final battle of Armageddon of the Nephites, and Moroni is talking, I believe, or is this him talking about his dad? Yeah, Mormon's talking here. And he says, "I am laboring with the Nephites continually, and when I speak the word of God with sharpness, they tremble and anger against me. And when I use no sharpness, they harden their hearts against it. Wherefore I fear lest the Spirit of the Lord hath ceased striving with them. For so exceedingly do they anger, that it seemeth me that they have no fear of death, and they have lost their love one towards another, and they thirst after blood and revenge continually." We see this pattern throughout the Book of Mormon, where the people who were the true church have become so corrupted, so hardened, so evil, that you can't communicate with them at all. And we see that in the beginning of the Book of Mormon with Lehi, that he tells them about the destruction coming from Babylon of Jerusalem. And in verse 19 of chapter 1 of 1 Nephi, "It came to pass that the Jews did mock him, because of the things which he testified of them. For he truly testified of their wickedness and their abominations. And he testified that the things which he saw and heard, and also the things which he read in the book, manifested plainly the coming of Messiah and the redemption of the world. And when the Jews heard these things, they were angry with him, even as with the prophets of old, whom they cast out and stoned, and sought to slain and sought his life, that they might take it away." This is a common theme of being past feeling, that you're gone. You ain't coming back. You ain't repenting. You have a fixated mindset for what you are doing, and nobody can tell you otherwise. And so today, I had a comment. It's amazing. There were like a whole bunch of comments after I did the video yesterday, talking about how I'm curious if comments are being held back from me. But nonetheless, a guy commented about how, I think it was on day 6 video today, he commented that I shouldn't. He's telling me how to do my videos, which is a cardinal mistake that I keep telling you people make. That I need to stop condemning Mormons and ex-Mormons. Ex-Mormons? Do you not understand? That was hilarious. I'm condemning ex-Mormons. Do you know what I'm saying in my videos? The Book of Mormon is true, ex-Mormons. It testifies of the great and abominable church. And so it's not really a condemnation. It's supposed to be one of those things where you go, oh yeah, oh, what, huh? Oh, of course, why didn't that's weird. You're not supposed to get angry at me over this. And yet, that's what this guy was commenting. He was throwing in ex-Mormons in the condemnation, just because. Hilarious. And that I should back off. Again, he's telling me what Bill Maher said to do this morning, or last night. I saw it today. And welcome people and just give my information about Paleo-Hebrew and Egyptian and what I'm learning about the scriptures. Now, I just read it to you. Why do you go down there? When I use no sharpness, Mormons harden their hearts against it anyway. There's nothing I can do. This is what I've learned. After all these years of doing videos, I have tried all different techniques and tactics. And Mormons have fulfilled this, just as the Nephites have, at their Armageddon battle. And so that's why I get sharp with Mormons. And you notice, I use the Book of Mormon, I use the scriptures. I'm not doing my own thing, coming up with my own opinions on Mormonism. It's so mean what Mormons do. They pay fast offerings. Oh, that's just not right. I wouldn't do it if I was a church. You know, no crap like that. No, I go to Mormon scriptures. Just like the prophets, who I already know what the consequences are going to be by doing this on my video channel. Travis Wayne Goodsell cannot post videos until April 21st because of my video, False Christ of the Great and Abominable Church. Remember, ex-Mormons? I'm condemning you. You should know that the Book of Mormon is true. And so, this guy comes on to one video, and he thinks he's got me all figured out and how to do my channel, and has no channel of his own. Is not doing anything of his own to demonstrate that he can judge me. Because we're supposed to judge. We're supposed to judge righteously. So if you do not seek first to understand and seek first to be understood, you're judging unrighteously. Like my commenter. You see, none of you can condemn me. You keep doing it, but you don't get it. I do not draw first blood. The church has. Mormons do. And so when Mormons retaliate against my defense, by using scriptures to condemn them for their wickedness in the latter days, they automatically lose any debate. Any accusation against me is false. So as a professional bettor will tell you, never bet unless you're guaranteed a win. And so apparently I have to give you some more background into my life. I'm a hardcore criminal, man. Before I was locked up in Utah's Nazi concentration camp, I was in the Salt Lake County Jail with, in Supermax, with Brian David Mitchell and Curtis Allgaier. Remember him? He's big time in the news. He's the cop killer. He was taken to the hospital for some checkup or whatever, and then on the way back he took the cop's gun from him and shot him, murdered him, and then stole the cop's car and got caught at the Arby's. So he was back in jail for additional charges. And then a girl wanted to marry him. I think they did get married. But yeah, I know Curtis Allgaier. He may recognize me. It hasn't been that long ago. A decade. More than a decade, my goodness. Time flies. And then Easy. I don't know if you guys know him. He's Polynesian. He was there because the clerk violated store policy and tried to defend the store. You don't do that. You just let them take whatever, because they're already on camera, and then you notify the cops. The cops come, they check the surveillance camera, they got an idea of the person, and go through that process. You save your life and those in the store. Just let them take it and go, and then you get the cops involved. But no, the clerk, Easy claims he was innocent. The guy shouldn't have attacked him. He wouldn't have had to shoot him. But Easy is the one who supplied me with my paper in the joint, as I would trade him for my dessert every evening. And we don't get out of ourselves. We'll just leave it at that. And he's an excellent chess player. Great singer. But yeah, fun times in hell. And so what was I in there for with these hardened murderers and child rapists, kidnappers? I'm a big, bad, mean old translator. Well, so I fit right in. They accepted me because they realized that, yeah, I'm a victim of the system, of the corruption of government. And so, yeah, I'm their bestest buddy. Big bad old translator. And so, yeah, 6 years locked away in Utah's Nazi concentration camp, where they do torture us. And if you don't understand what I'm saying by Nazi concentration camp, apparently you don't see anything in regards to what happened there. You know, you haven't seen documentaries, you haven't seen Schindler's List, you haven't seen Ilsa of the SS, The Wicked Warden, or any other movie, regardless of the rating for it. What I saw in there was the worst of human atrocities. And yes, just like Nazi Germany with their concentration camps, they use psychos to do the human torture. I saw people just completely messed up by them. I saw innocent people who could not have committed any crime, but were there anyway. Not comprehending why they were there, and crying that they just wanted to go home to their moms. Not understanding that their moms were the ones who betrayed them and sent them there. And then plus the hardened criminals like me who are translators. So, I have to see if I can find the pictures, if they're labeled properly. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're labeled properly. Trying to find an example. They don't take pictures of Supermax, but I found a picture online of one of the other cell blocks. There's my mugshot. So yes, I can prove that I was. That doesn't really say what I was there for, I think. Assumed innocent. Yeah, they don't say, they just say mugshot. And there's my ID number. Race, that's incorrect. That's racist to say race. It should be ethnic origin. But they don't care. Apparently I have an FBI number. So translator isn't a federal crime. Federal felon. So you don't get to see the evidence I've shown you that the church provided for my being a translator. Yep, it was because of the church. The church ordered it. The church is in charge of it. So, yeah, I'll have to see if I can find it online for you. But, Curtis? Oh, man. Got the other Curtis. Seriously? All of it's not properly labeled. Alright, I'll have to find them online. But, yeah, this is what happens. This is exactly, the Book of Mormon is true. That when you can condemn Mormons for being wicked, warning them to be righteous or Armageddon's coming, trying to save your lives, this is exactly what Mormons do. Exactly as written in the Book of Mormon. So, that's sad. It reminds me of the final blood, Last Blood, Sylvester Stallone. That was an excellent movie series, and it was heartbreaking at the end, where he's sitting on his back porch, summing up the whole series for us. People just will not be good, and so no, I do not use Lucifer's tactics on anybody. Flatter, pacify, deceive. No, I just come right out. I speak the Book of Mormon and Scriptures sharply. And I know you're going to get angry with me. I know you're going to want to murder me. Remember? The church destroyed me. Even the prophets of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints follow the Book of Mormon. There's my title. I was trying to figure out a title throughout this whole video.